If I'm getting into business and there is 7 to 9 other companies doing the same thing that I'm doing, and I feel like I'm doing a great job, the chances of me succeeding, I feel pretty confident. If I'm competing against 70 to 90 different companies, the chances of me succeeding are greatly diminished. And the same thing happens with websites and businesses online. Let me show you exactly what I mean. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help junk removal companies, dumpster rental companies, small business owners really understand Google and the internet, search engine optimization, and website design to get their business found online, which equals more money for them in their pockets. And today I want to discuss competition online for your website and Google listing. The world of the internet, the world of online search is very, very much like the real world. So let me give you a quick example. So the more competition there is for a business that you're providing in the real world, the harder it is for you to make your mark. So, and the less competition there is, the more chances it's easier for you to make that happen. The same thing happens online. So, for example, I live in the town up here, is Paso Robles, California. It's 30,000 people. Let's say I wanted to open up a dry cleaning store. Just from off the top of my head, I know there's one or two here in town. That's all there is. So, if I wanted to build a dry cleaning store, my competition is 2 to 3 businesses. All I have to do is be better than them, provide a better service, better pricing, whatever it is going to separate me from the rest. That's what I need to do to compete and just basically kick their asses. Now, if I wanted to open up a dry cleaning store in, let's say, Fresno, California, where there's over 500,000, or Las Vegas, Nevada, where there's over 500,000, it's just a very densely populated area, more likely there's going to be 10, 15, 20 different dry cleaning stores. Now I got a lot more competition. The chances of me getting my ass kicked have greatly increased. So the same thing happens online when you're building your junk removal website, dumpster rental website, small business website. Let's say you're doing carpet cleaning, whatever it is. If you decide to go into a bigger area, the chances of you succeeding are going to be very, very small. And ranking your website, it can still be done. It's just going to take a tremendous amount of time, tremendous amount of effort, tremendous amount of money. If somebody's willing to do it, more power to them. But the chances of that happening is going to be very small. And it's going to be a very, very long process. So it's kind of like, would you want to get in the ring with Mike Tyson in his absolute prime? Or do you want to get in the ring with some skinny little fifth grader with bony little arms? Who do you want to compete against? So this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this ranking a website in particular areas. So let's say I wanted to start a junk removal business in Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas has 2.31 million people. More than likely, there's going to be probably 30, 40, 50 different junk removal companies in that town. Plus, it's probably going to be big corporate ones, huge, just massive amounts of competition. So the chance of my website ranking here is going to be very, very small. It can still be done, but it's going to probably take years and thousands of dollars to make that happen. So if somebody's committed to doing that, go for it. But one of the things that you can do is, I'm looking here in the map of Houston. Let's say I did live in Houston and I see all these surrounding little areas. So I just picked up Sugarland here, for example. Sugarland, Texas, and I looked at the population there. Sugarland, Texas population, only about a little over 100,000 people. So I'm sure the junk removal businesses in that area are probably just a handful of them. So if I was going to build a junk removal business in this particular area, I would look at one of these surrounding towns and try to get an address in some of these smaller areas, so that way I could create a Google listing in that particular area and compete against the businesses in that town. Because what ends up happening is you're almost creating like a little sub niche of Houston. Because I've looked up junk removal in Houston, it's probably in the thousands for search. But so by using some of my tools that I have, that I pay a little extra month every month for my SEO tools, one of the things that I did realize right away is that junk removal Sugarland is researched or searched 30 times a month, which is plenty of search right there. Because I know there's going to be variations like junk removal Sugarland TX, Sugarland junk removal Sugarland Texas, that sort of thing. Plus, of course, the regular local search when people just type in junk removal. So what ends up happening is you're going to be creating like a small sub niche in the Houston area, so you can target a smaller area, but still get enough volume for you to start getting calls for business and that sort of thing. Because if you try to rank in Houston, the chances are you're going to get you're going to get your butt kicked compared to junk removal in Sugarland. That's getting in the ring with that skinny little fifth grader. Junk removal in Houston, that's getting in the ring with Mike Tyson. You're going to get your head caved in. And one way to figure that out is to type in junk removal in Houston in quotation marks. What this does to Google is you're asking Google to bring back specific pages with those exact words on the pages. And then you can see the results that you get from it. And you can see if I type that in, there's 8,600 results for junk removal in Houston. That means there's 8,600 pages online with the words junk removal in Houston. So try to imagine, like I said, I try to imagine Google as uh, a bunch of filing cabinets. That's all Google really is. So any search term you put into Google, Google creates a filing cabinet for that specific search. So this filing cabinet is going to be absolutely massive. So try to imagine how many pages is going to be in that filing cabinet. You're trying to get your business to rank in that particular search term. It's going to be, it still can be done. It's just going to take probably months, maybe years, and thousands of dollars to make that happen. As compared to junk removal of Sugarland, you got a tiny little filing cabinet with very few pages in there, but still, as pages that people are looking up, which gets you more business. So if I type in junk removal Sugarland, Texas, junk removal Sugarland TX and quotation marks, you see the different results 284 pages. That's not very many. So the chances of you getting your business found in the Google listing and in the top 10 on Google search greatly increase. So this is what I mean about building a website and targeting an area that's on the outskirt of a bigger town to get your business found and get you business, get your um, some sort of traction online, some sort of traffic, so people start calling for your business and a lot less competition and rank your website a lot quicker. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So if you guys live in a massive area that has a lot of competition, try to aim at some of those smaller areas. Try to get an address in one of those smaller sub cities of the area. That way you can create a Google listing in that area, create the website specific for that area, and rank your business on there. And you can always expand and get another business website set up in another outskirt area, and eventually, come in and eventually take over some of these bigger areas if that's what you're looking to do in business and really kicking some ass out there. So that's all I got for you guys today. Quick little video, try to make you understand how Google search works, the competition of all that stuff. You want to learn more about all the things that I do have my training up. I do offer the services to I do it for you, but I also have my step by step how to create your own SEO optimized website in my description below. I will also have the do it yourself SEO course as well. It's super simple to follow. If a guy like myself, who was just a mixer driver, concrete driver, truck driver for almost 10 years of my life, can figure this stuff out. Some of you guys are a little more tech savvy, can figure this out as well. It took me a while to learn, but I've condensed it small so you can make pretty much anybody understand how to build a website from scratch, SEO website. Because in all honesty, SEO has got to be a 50%, 60%, in some cases 100% of all SEO is just the way your website's built, especially in a smaller area. And some of the other outside stuff is not that difficult to do. You can totally automate it. It does cost money, but you're going to be saving it because you can be doing it yourself. You're going to reduce a lot of those costs to make that happen. So that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.